Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss about how to build a system that works for your brain. So if you are anything like me, you are feeling like you are experience like a brain is a slot machine and spinning around different ideas about notifications, thoughts. You are struggling to capture it, and you are struggling to finish something. The reward is get in 1 year, and you are to very struggle for delayed gratification stuffs. So stay tuned. So let's dive into topic. If you heard about GTD system, it's very interesting, and I recently and I am interested pretty much the methodology that David Allen is in his book the GTD Get Things Done is mentioning in that book about system. I think it's very important the brain legs spinning different ideas, thoughts, and chasing dopamine, and they are forget the tasks that gets the reward in after 1 year, after 10 year, even after 1 hour in delayed gratification. They're struggling to regulate their emotion, thoughts, and behavior. So there's need structure use when you adapt like GTD system that helps you are in like and your brain is like a jet engine that need a runway. That's GTD come here. If not a system runway there, your jet is going to crash. And if there is a system like the GTD system methodology, like things you develop, then you the jet you can take off calm, quiet, and you are in safe in your jet. If not, it's going to crash. Same like so. How to make a system? How to think about a system? First, you think about what's your strength and weakness, and like how why you are in difficulty in delayed gratification, and then think about it's not save your willpower. Instead, in other words, if you are making a structure, it's not all about a cage, like it's about a system that save you. You don't need to rely on your willpower. Instead, the system works for you. System works with your brain system, not against your brain. So let's more about the GTD in 5 steps. you may familiar if you ever heard, if is beginner you not heard about this, the 5 steps in GTD. He mentioned is first is capture your spinning thoughts and ideas in whatever it calls your personal work life, what task projects. You capture you what you are struggling to make things happen, make actions, all steps in your head, your to-dos, you can call it your to-dos and wish lists, and whatever you capture all ideas in. If you are analog, like analog, you can use paper, and if you are digital, you can capture your smartphones and use smartphones, tablets, computer, and just store and capture your ideas, and then clarify. How to clarify? David Allen is mentioned is the task is it's about actionable, and if done with 2 minutes, immediately do something like that, and you can, if not something like someday maybe list and something, you check it out his book, you can get more ideas, and it's a small video and mentioning the simple framework which I capture, and so reframe, capture it, and clarify it, and then organize it, and capture and clarify, organize and reflect, and then last, the fifth one, engage in the task. So this structure for me it's very helpful, because there is need my brain as structure. I follow different methods in my life, and that's you. If you are a neurodivergent, it's not the thing knowing what to do. It's about doing what you know. The struggle is in there. Famous expert who mentioned this, the ADHDs who are not just like not knowing what to do. They know what to do, and they know what's get reward in after 1 year, 10 year, but they are struggling their life doing what they know. And if you are maintain a system, it helps that align with your who you are and what strength you have, and why you are in struggling. It's like it's if not see, it's not in your mind, and it's like, I think it's like mind is like a water, and if you are hijacked by like kind of dopamine, like the designers who are designed in, like some are called slot machine, and we are chasing more pressure and pressure, and the baseline is go higher and higher, and our is going to crash. It's always in homeostasis, and just neuroscience back behind why we are scrolling more, binge watching, and like kind of we when we are experience brain like slot machine, and we cannot manage, we cannot organize, plan, and delayed gratification, struggling, and we only focus on novelty and cravings, and not do things like reading and writing and creativity, and like do some effort. In we are in cage of we are in feel like guilty and exhausted and sad, and not feel deep happiness. It's because we don't have enough system that for works with our brain, and we are in don't know how to say no. And if you have you do you have control your time? Like if you are in follow GTD method, you are capture and clarify, if it is actionable, then if you do just know, if after, then it's scheduled in our calendar. Like we need a control our time, and we need to something like oxytocin in this is or a neuroscience behind. I mentioned before the connection hormone. We have neurotransmitter, and we are in connected people who are in just rely not in online, who are in engaging, just go outside, schedule time for face to face, and make people who are just hang out with friends and go outside and with chat with them. And like we are humans, we are need connections that helps our mental health. And so make a system that works for you. And I think David Allen's is best one to choose, and try it. Thank you very much for watching. If you think this video is helpful, then like button. And if you are love this kind of video that helps you to identify who you are and develop positivity in your life and feel progress, then you consider to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.